It's not you. You think you're failing at life, but the truth is life has been rigged to make you feel that way. You wake up, you check your phone, and before you've even had your first sip of water, you're already buried under other people's highlight reels. Perfect homes, perfect careers, perfect skin, and it's instant. In less than a second, your brain's already doing the math. I'm behind. You haven't even brushed your teeth yet, and you've decided you're losing the race. It's exhausting, isn't it? And here's the truth. It's not because you're lazy, unmotivated, or not good enough. It's because you've been wired since you were little to measure your worth by a game you never even agreed to play. The good news? Once you see how the wiring works, you can break it without burning your life down. It's like being born onto a treadmill set to someone else's speed. From the moment you could walk, someone handed you a script. Go to school, get the job, get married, buy the house, have the kids. And if you miss a step, you're behind. Then social media came along and poured gasoline on the fire. Now you're not just running your treadmill, you're comparing it to millions of other treadmills. And here's the kicker. Their treadmills are edited, filtered, cropped. They're showing you the clean, polished surface while you're tripping over the cables behind the scenes. So of course you feel like you're not enough. The race isn't even real, but your exhaustion, that's 100% real. Let me set you a moment from my own life. I remember thinking some years ago, and I would be looking at other folks' kids, family friends that we knew, and be thinking, how come they've got it all seemed to put together? They've found their perfect partner, perfect job, perfect location. I'm still figuring it out. I realized something. Their story isn't mine and vice versa. I don't know what their background was, but I certainly know mine hasn't been straightforward. A lot of you have probably been in the same situation. I've had a job since I was 16. I've been a third parent pretty much in my family. That does mean that life goes a little bit different for you when you have certain responsibilities that maybe other people didn't grow up with. So I realized that I had to be compassionate to myself. I had to recognize the scene that where I came from was different to other people, i.e. my starting point. I may take a little bit longer to get there, or the path may not seem exactly the same with theirs. And secondly, you never really know what's going on behind closed doors. I would be thinking, okay, so what does this actually mean? Why can't I get it together like everyone else? I thought it was about me, my discipline, my ability, my worth. But the more I looked, the more I realized the people I was comparing myself to, like I said, they weren't running the same race as me. Some of them had different starting lines. Some had a whole team behind them, and some were just really, really good at curating the perfect illusion. That's when it hit me. Maybe I wasn't broken, maybe the game was. What if feeling lost doesn't mean you're failing? What if it means you're in the middle of your growth phase? Psychologists have actually found that during big transitions, career changes, relationship shifts, moving cities, your brain actually rewrites itself. That fog you're in, that uncertainty, is the mind building new pathways. Think about it. When you were a kid learning to walk, you fell constantly. Nobody said, wow, you're failing at walking. They said, keep going, you're learning. So why do we treat adult growth like failure? When maybe the confusion, the messiness is the proof that you're actually moving forward. So here's a challenge. For the next 7 days, track what actually energizes you, not what you think you should be doing. Write it down every single day. By the end of the week, you'll see patterns, activities, people, moments that light you up. That's your compass. That's the stuff you build your life around, not the checklists, not the timelines, not the big race. If you felt lost, you're not broken. You're just in the part of your story where the plot gets good. And next time I'll show you how to spot the exact clues for where to go next. Follow so you don't miss it.